FreeBSD reviews, tutorials and gaming.
A review of MoOS, a FreeBSD Gnome distribution. Live session and installation, and a little bit of info. This live session and installation was loaded into VirtualBox with 8 GB of RAM and 30 GB hard drive. I found the install procedure really nice, really good. From the full list of different languages in different countries to setting up your keyboard, I thought it was a good choice. I thought it was well laid out, very clean, very clear, not cluttered in anywhere. The time zone selection again was very well laid out. I'm used to the more text-based installations, but I found that this particular installer was very nice. You can choose from UFS or ZFS, and you can install and grub the FreeBSD boot manager or only the FreeBSD loader. So it's a good selection, a good choice to actually tailor your installation. In this case, I just put, install it into the VirtualBox disk. Type in the administrator password, your root password. And then set up your user. I like the fact that the host name is already filled out for you as a MoOS-pc.home. You can of course change that if you wish. But it's there. And also the default shell is fish, which I'm not particularly keen on, so I'll change it to the FreeBSD default for a user, which is sh, which is sh for shell. And that's it. We go on to the actual installation itself, and it's a long one, so I think the best thing to do is just to sort of skip it. Well, this is the default desktop it gives you. It gives you, as they described it, a Gnome Classic. It's a Gnome 3 desktop. I'm not familiar with Gnome 3. I don't tend to use desktop environments like this. My favourite, of course, being Motif Window Manager, which I use avidly all the time. But for this, running on the VirtualBox, there's going to be some speed limitations. There's going to be some performance hit with this, but and also it's not the lightest of environments anyway. So that being said, you'll allow if there is some slowness. On the Activities tab, you get a pre-installed Shotwell, which is an unusual choice, but I'll live with it. There's the Files, Show Applications, and 2 desktops that you can switch. And of course, then you've got the calendar application in the middle. And then you've got the volume, power. Yeah, see, the thing is with this, look at this. This is a waste of, in my opinion, a design flaw and a waste of time. You have, when pressing on the 3 buttons at the top, it takes you to exactly the same menu. I don't see the point of that personally. I feel that that's a waste of time, a waste of, you know, the design choice is not the best. You click on the volume, it takes you to this. You click on the power, it takes you to this. And you click on the drop down user tab, and it clicks you to this. Now that's fine, but just have one. But I'm nitpicking. I'm just purely nitpicking. Right, so then we click on the Activities and we'll click on the Applications. Now you do get a few. Remember this is almost a 3 GB ISO download, so it's not small. And for it, you get, well, you get a varied spread. You get obviously LibreOffice installed. You get a few games, and really not much more than that. That's practically what you get by default. Bearing in mind that this particular distribution, for want of a better word, has not been updated since the 18th of January 2018, so it is quite old, based upon FreeBSD 11.1, and as such most of the applications are not going to be up to date. We'll see what version Firefox is. It's an old version of Firefox, I think. Let's have a look. Not the latest, but not too out of date. We'll see if we can. If you right click on the desktop, you'll see that, you know, the usual things to keep most of the review sites happy. There's an ability to change your wallpaper, and you get 2 pairs. I'm not bothered about the aesthetics. It doesn't bother me in the slightest, really. I couldn't care less what the background is. I really don't care for visual effects and various knickknacks. But you get 2 wallpapers. But you know, it says it changes throughout the day, so I don't know what that means, whether it downloads in the background. You can also change displays. We'll choose settings, see what happens. Well, that's interesting. These 2 choices, display settings and settings, don't appear in this particular instance to do anything, so it's a shame. So we have the design choices at the top, which I think should be changed. You have the display settings and settings, which don't appear to do anything. we'll try update the system the manual way. Oh, that not comes up with that either. I begin to suspect that there's quite a few things broken on this. Grant permissions while asking for a password. Okay. We're not getting anything that way, are we? Okay, let's try something else. Let's try different terminal. There we go. Let's try that one. Right, having logged in, we'll try and manually see if the system can be updated. Let's have a look first at the yeah, it's from version 11.1. When I looked around the ISO file that this came on, poked around a little bit, extracted the file and had a look at the inner workings of it, there was a lot of references to GhostBSD, which is, I think this is a spin of GhostBSD. And with GhostBSD, I found that I had a lot of problems when I tried it before, and because this is a spin of it, the problems have carried on. They manifest slightly different in this particular instance, and that's just maybe a problem with the Gnome 3 environment, but still, I can't shake the feeling that, for me, GhostBSD and I don't get on. It says it's from MoOS 11.1. Yeah. We'll see if I can update it. Right, we're going to see if we can update this using package update. We'll see what it pulls down. I should imagine there'll be quite a few entries, given the fact that this is quite an old distribution. Today, let's see what 32,522 packages processed. Okay, and we'll see what is it. Okay. Look. And in this particular instance, 22, 373 and 35. Okay. We'll say yes. That's going to take a while to do, so what I'll do is I'll pause the video for now and come back when it's finished. Right, after the update, right, the system has now finished updating. We'll see what's changed or improved. Show applications. Oh, that is really slow. Okay. So, as I expected, nothing's really changed on that. But we'll check out. That's interesting. We'll check out Firefox to see which version is now installed. I don't remember pressing that. Okay. I know this is VirtualBox, and you're never going to get the same performance that you're going to get from a bare metal installation. But for VirtualBox, this is really, really slow. Now, I think there's a lot going on that shouldn't be. But even so, it's really slow. Alright, we'll check out the version if it lets me do it. There's a real lot of lag going on. Use this as default. Yep, I clicked it, but nothing's happening. It's very unresponsive. Nothing's happening when I'm clicking on... Oh, there we go. We'll try it again. Okay. Okay, we'll try that again. There we go. We'll try this again. See what's changed. Oh, we got somewhere this time. And version version 62.0 now, which is far above what we got initially, but initially it worked a lot quicker. Okay, let's see. Oh, that is really slow. I think the drivers, the VirtualBox drivers are installed. I'm not sure. I'll have a look in a minute, but it is really slow. I can't help but feel that this distribution, despite not being labelled as such, is perhaps a beta or a release candidate at best. There's a lot of things to be ironed out in this. It's 11.1 release, patch 14. Yeah. I could try upgrading it to 11.2 based on the FreeBSD 11.2, but I'm not gonna bother. This distribution, I feel, is a good attempt at taking what was a good attempt at making a user-friendly BSD distribution, GhostBSD, taking that and then putting on top the desktop environment of your own choice out of the box. And it's a good try. I mean, on bare metal, it probably works a lot better than this with access to the NVIDIA graphics card and stuff. It probably works a lot better, a lot smoother. But because this is an old code base, it's 11.1, and it's going to be end of life in a couple of weeks from now. And the unpredictability that I have in the past experienced by upgrading to 11.2, I'm not going to bother. And that's a shame. It really is. It's a shame. I found this distribution by just doing a search. It popped up. I've forgotten where I found it. It's a really good effort by the developer, and it doesn't look like he's carrying on with it. I don't know why that is. Maybe it was just a one-shot thing that he was doing. But if he was to update it, work out some of the problems with it, I think he'd have in his hands a very good alternative to GhostBSD. But as such, I can't recommend it. I can't recommend it, A, because of its age, B, because the developer may well have just abandoned it. I mean, I did email him, asking him, you know, are you still developing it? How's it going on? The guy is Portuguese, so I don't think his English is really fantastic. Not that it actually stops other developers whose English is not the first language. But he hasn't got back. I don't know. Maybe this was a pet project. Well, this is using 463 at the moment. Not really doing anything. The 447 is inactive. That's just in case you want to start up the Firefox and stuff like that again. But yeah, it's yeah. There's a lot running in the background which I don't have normally going on my normal FreeBSD boxes. There's evolution going, and of course you've got, you know, the Gnome shell and stuff like that. So yeah, it just generally slows down everything, and I don't know. It's a shame. I give it a try. You know, you can. I'll leave a link in the description to see what you think. For you to perhaps download it, give it a try yourself, either in VirtualBox or on a spare hard drive, you know, whatever. And if you like it, then let the developer know. Give him a message. If he knows there's a few people out there who actually want to try it and interested in developing it more, maybe he'll reactivate it or give an updated version. I have no idea. If you like this distribution, and if you've got any comments about it, please leave them below. And if you like this video, don't forget to press that like button. And if you want to see more videos, well, better than this one, because I had a whale of a time trying to get this one done. My microphone broke, headphones didn't work, you know, various things like that, behind the scenes troubles and trials and tribulations. And if you want to see more videos like this or better than this, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. Anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks, and see you next time.